to this event, Diana. I really appreciate it. And today you will be explaining and sharing with us we're going to say your career as a folkloric dancer representing the state of Jalisco in Mexico and what you have been doing as of lately. So thank you so much. Welcome to this wonderful education space hosted by Nat Geo, in this case, me as an educator. And so tell us a little bit about yourself. We would like to know a little something about you.
Okay, very good. Well, hi, Carlos. I am Diana. I am Diana Laura Garcia Mallorquin. As David told you, I'm an English teacher. I've been an English teacher for 5 years now, but I'm also a dancer. I've been dancing since I was 7 years old, and now I'm almost 23. So I've been dancing like for 15 years, yes, approximately. And all this time I haven't stopped being dancing. It's like my passion. I really like it. And well, I'm just gonna share a little bit about my experience in dance. So I'm gonna share some presentation I prepare. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Very good. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, very good.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So, well, my life, this is story my life dancing, which I'll be talking about uh, how is my experience in this nice, beautiful art form. Okay, here is my name. And first, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna show here a lot of different, like it's called estampas. Like different kinds of dances we have in my group. What I love, or one of the things that I love most about dancing, is that you have a lot of different costumes, a lot of different choreographies, a lot of different dances, because Mexico, it's got a lot of culture and diversity. So you can be like one person if you are dancing one style, and you can be like a different person if you're dancing another style. And that kind of situations, that's something I really like about dancing. In this case, we are dancing Nayarit Costa, the state of Nayarit. This is like the typical costume of the Nayarit coast that you will dance. This is music like um like banda, like kind of banda. Maybe I can show you some. You can listen some of the songs. But yes, like you can have banda in this kind of dance. It's banda what we have. I'm just gonna show you like very fast a song, a little part of a song, so you can have an idea. Yes.
Sure.
Sabor irresistible para todos los días. Pruébalo con Nor, porque lo
Oh, sorry
bueno.
about that. Like that kind of this kind of music is Nayarit Coast. Very good. And this is Paso Doble, Paso Doble is like some of the Spanish songs, like more elegant, more of orchestra, those kind of songs that are more like Spanish songs. And in this kind of dance, girls always use fans, you know and flowers is like representative of this kind of dance. And of course, big skirts always, but here it's like the fence is very proper of Paso Doble. Let me show here a song about that. kind of music, you know? It's like about like Spanish, it's a Spanish song. Okay, I'll play a little bit. Maybe next time I can dance something for you when I see you. And this is very common in Carnival. You know, here in my town, it's called Autlan de Navarro, Jalisco, and we have a very famous carnival. Un carnaval taurino is it's supposedly the best taurine carnival in the world. Está catalogado como el mejor carnaval taurino del mundo. So that's why here in my town we have a lot of these, like Paso Doble, because we have a lot of fiesta taurina here in Outland. So we have these kind of dances. Okay. And here we have Serrano. You know, Serrano is the kind of dance we used to have before. Like it's very traditional. Before there was like a mix when people came from Europe, people from Spain, of course, but we also have influence from people of France, people of Italy, some we have some a little bit of influence as well, but mostly, of course, of Spain. We have some of France. So before we got this influence, our dances used to be like serranos. Okay, they were the dances before we got all this influence from other countries when they came to conquer Mexico. Before that, we used to have already our own dances. So this is called serrano. Our traditional dances we used to have before people from Europe came. And I chose this picture wearing my serrano costume because it was a presentation on Death's Day. En el Día de los Muertos, it was a presentation. So in this day, there was this huge altar you can see in here. It was so beautiful, and it won a contest. We have like this contest of altars, and this altar won a contest. It won the contest. It was the most beautiful altar, and I really like the picture because of that. Because you can see the altar below me. It's got like a lot of very beautiful decorations, and it was very good decorated. And we dance in that context. We dance during the event. That's why I'm also wearing. I'm also with my makeup, with my typical makeup we use in this time of the year. If you, well, we are gonna, of course, we're gonna have some questions at the end of the presentation. Okay.
Yes, we will be asking, well, I'll be probably asking you a couple of questions, and definitely towards the end of the presentation, I will open the floor, the digital floor, for anyone of the attendees. If they have any questions or comments, they can gladly do them towards the end of the event. So don't worry, guys, you will have a chance to talk and speak at the end.
Okay. Today. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what did I do. I'm sorry. Okay. And here we have Aguascalientes. Aguascalientes, the most typical like song, it's Pelea de Gallos. I'm about to present it for you.
Confía en tu poder.
Sorry about that. Okay, sorry.
¡Silencio! ¡Ya entren a la partida! ¡Ya ven los corredores! ¡Zacatecas contra Moroleón! Viene el tiro, parejo, ven.
Okay. So that song talks about the Feria de San Marcos. This is the most important feria in Aguascalientes. That's why this song is about that feria. Okay, it talks about during the lyrics of the song talks about that feria. And we use in Aguascalientes we use this hat like charro hat, and like girls over there, like girls don't use a lot the skirt, no se usa mucho la falda, it's more like the feet, ahí es más los pies. En algunos bailes, in some or estampas, in some states, you use more like your skirt, the girls, and in some dances it's more like the zapateado. In this case, it's one of the states or estampas where you use more the zapateado and of course the hat, because it shows like a very strong woman. Okay, because of the party, because of the pelea de gallos and all of that. So this is represented costume of the state of Aguascalientes. I'm sorry again. Okay, here we have the Huapango de Moncayo. This is a very representative Mexican song, okay? And I mentioned there it's September 15 because, well, that day for us as dancers of folklore, it's like maybe the most important day because it's the most Mexican day. And we always, well, before the pandemic, we always used to dance in the park. And well, over there we had like this presentation about Huapango de Moncayo, especially for that celebration or for this holiday. I'll play a little bit of the song. It's very long, the song. It lasts like 9 minutes. So it's very, you get tired of dancing it. I really recommend you look for that song. It's very beautiful. I love it. And we dance a whole song, the Guapango de Moncayo, is like 9 minutes. And it was like a very long dance, but it was really cool. And here, this is about a fiesta charra, and we just did it especially for this holiday that just passed, the September 15, September 16, the Independence Day. We just did this video. It's a very cool video about fiesta charra, and we presented, or it was presented on September 16. Because of the pandemic, of course, it wasn't with public. It was just a video we made, and it was presented on Facebook. This charra party, fiesta charra. It was very very it was very cool actually, because there were some charros with their horses, some escaramuzas, there was mariachi, and there was the ballet. So all of us were acting or doing the video. We were all doing that video, and it was very cool. It was also a wedding, una boda. We presented like if it was a wedding, una boda charra, and it was so cool. Like we presented we imitated what a charra boda is, but dancing. So it was really cool, and it was really proper for this last holiday on September 16th. Maybe I can show you later the video, or maybe I can share the link later to David. But it was really cool. And we were always also presenting like the dishes, the typical dishes, and everything that is typical during a charra wedding. Yes, because that video was sent also to England, with some to a festival, Billingham Festival. They also presented in their Facebook and also in Italy. So that's why we put a lot of effort to this video. It was difficult to do it um, because when you are working with more people, like with the charros, with the horses and the mariachi and everything, it's very difficult, like to everyone be able to organize to be in the same time, you know. It was difficult. It was very tiring actually, recording this video. We recorded like five times. We needed to went to record five times because once we were recording one part, then another part, then if something was bad we had to do it again. So sometimes it's tired and it's kind of frustrating when you are tired and you feel like you can't anymore because your body is tired and everything. But at the end, when you watch the video, you find it like rewarding, all of your effort and everything. Then it's like rewarding when you see the results. So in this part, it was like it was difficult for us to do it because all of the situations, all of the context that we needed to be in this place, in this plaza, and and for all of the situations. But it was the sun because we recorded it like on April, and it's very hot in April here in my town. So we were feeling our feet like burning, because in the tablado we were, I think with the sun, it was burning our feet. So we were actually, I was like wanting to cry as I was dancing because my feet were burned. But sometimes are some of the situations that you find with when you are a dancer. But as I told you, then you see the pictures, you see the video, and it's rewarding at the end when you see the results, like nice results. Also, it was about Day of the Dead. We all were dressed in a different costume, and also with our makeup of the proper makeup of Day of the Dead. That costume is Campeche. That costume is from Campeche. Okay. Sorry. Where was I? Here. Here we also have, right there, the costume is a Manola costume. Manola, I don't know if you know that, but it's like a Spanish. It's a Spanish girl that wishes luck to the torero, you know, in the bullfighting. So that's a Manola. And we had a dance representing the Manolas. So this is like it's a Spanish costume about the Manola. It's typical, of course, the fan, the big, you know, the big sleeves, las mangas. They always are this way. Of course, the flower, the big earrings, the necklace, and the long dress. This is the style of a Manola, and we were representing a Manola in that time. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, as I told you, what I love about dancing is that I can be a different person all the time. Not only because in Mexico we have a lot of culture diversity and we dance folklore, but also because my ballet, it's like, it's not only folklore. We have like now, like a lot of different dances. It's called like, um, ballroom dance, and also folklore. It's like both. Okay, so now we have all those different rhythms that we dance in our presentation. Versatile, that's the word I was looking for. It's a versatile ballet. So in that time we were going to dance Arabic dance, which is really cool. I like it. I like it. It's very nice. And yes, I am right there. Over there we have Michoacan, the state of Michoacan. That state is like really it's really known because it's called like Tierra Caliente. Because it's so hot, but also because people is like really strong there, really high temper, personas muy like high temper, like corajudos or bravos, they might call them, you know. So this typical kind of dance, it's about like zapatear, you know, very strong, do it very strongly. They have some coplas, they are like in the middle of the dance, the dance. You start like with the microphone, you start like giving like conversations with other person, but it's like kind of fights, like a little fights or arguments with some bad words, you know, but it's like because we are representing how people is in that state. Very people very like high temper, brava, yes. So that's why we do this kind of stuff. So that's what represents Michoacan, and of course, like the zapateado represents this country. Very different to Chiapas. Yes, Chiapas, it's more sweet, it's light, it's more about the girls move the skirt, you know, move the face, the body. It's more relaxed and it's more like delicate, okay? And Michoacan, no, Michoacan is a strong zapatear, and this is more relaxed, more like, oh yes, look nice, look nice. It's more about taking care of your part, like your waist and up. More, it's more about that, and no the feet, no the zapateado. This is more relaxed, you know, because of the context, because of the state. It's different how people behave in Chiapas, how people behave in Michoacan. Of course, the girl, the woman is very different. In Chiapas, it's like a woman more maybe more recatada, you know, a girl that is more shy. But no, Michoacan and Michoacan, the kind of region that we dance, la región que bailamos, it's about Tierra Caliente, so it's very different. Like a girl from Chiapas and a girl from Michoacan. You know, I'm gonna show you like a little song so you can see the difference. Yes.
No, all right. Let's hear it.
Okay. Thank you. Here is like Michoacán, Tierra Caliente. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, yes. Juan Colorado is one of the most representative. Juan Colorado. Oh, I'm sorry about that. This is Michoacán.
Colorado me llamo, soy señores de Michoacán. Y a los más seguidores, al mirar me gusta ese man.
Yes. And you can see the difference with Chiapas. Chiapas is like super light, super sweet, super different. Let me show you just a little part. So you can see like the difference of the music. This is different, like with the people. This. Here is very representative the marimba. That little noise that you sound is an instrument that is needed for the music in Chiapas. It's called the marimba. That little sound is a marimba, and it's very soft, very delicate. That's Chiapas. In Jalisco, the best for me, the best country, well, the one I love the most because I'm from Jalisco, but not only because I'm from Jalisco, but it's some of the most representative states. The custom, I mean, the custom and the traditions. In other countries, they remember, oh, Mexico, they know, oh, yes, tequila or mariachi, because they are from Jalisco and it's like very representative about Mexico, when you are in other country, it's very representative. Well, the culture, Jalisco's culture. And this is a custom of Jalisco. We have different customs, but we can have different styles. But this is here one style of Jalisco. And well, in Jalisco we have a lot of nice songs. Of course, maybe the most representative song, it can be Negra. It's the most representative song of Jalisco. I think you heard that one. Maybe the others you hadn't. I think you must have heard this song at least once. Yeah, so that's Jalisco. In Jalisco, it's both. You have to zapatear a lot, but you also have to use the skirt a lot as women. Okay, so Jalisco is also very strong. Okay, very good. They're not as strong as Michoacán, but like los zapateados, but it's also strong and also the skirts. In Michoacán no se usa falda. In Michoacán you don't use skirt. In Jalisco, yes. In Jalisco, it's very important to use the skirt, and your hands are always like here. They call it segunda in Jalisco. In Michoacán, they are in primera, they're down, and in Nayarit, they are here, up. Okay, so those are some difference. This Veracruz it's also very representative. If you are in other country, Veracruz is very known in other countries. As you can listen, like, but I think Veracruz and Jalisco are like the most common if you are in another country. What represents most, like the songs, For example, here, what song? Just Mamba. Maybe you heard that song. Mamba.
Settled by paper. Made for more.
They also use marimba a lot, They use marimba. Okay, so that's Veracruz. As you can see, they also have bamba, and they have marimba. Because they are close, Veracruz and Chiapas, they are close. That's why the music is kind of similar, some of the things, okay? Also, Jalisco has some very similar songs to Colima and to Aguascalientes because they are very close, they are very close. And before, Colima, Michoacán, and Jalisco was like one big like state. Era uno solo, los tres, okay? So that's why some of the music, they're similar, okay? Because before there were the three of them, it was at one place. Jalisco, Colima, and Michoacán, before, like long time ago. Now, no folklore anymore, so ballroom dance, that is like jazz, swing, salsa. Yes, we have all this. This is jazz, okay? We were dancing jazz in this place. It was also in Carnival, and we were dancing jazz. Yes, the contemporary, this is a style, it's more free, it's more modern, it's about like abstract, You can dance with music, you can dance without music, you can make songs. It's more free. Okay, the contemporary is more free and a more modern style where you can express yourself whatever you want. You don't have to follow a structure, you don't have to follow rules, you don't have to follow steps. It's more about what you feel like, what you like to do. It's more free. Okay, this is a free style of dance, and it's a modern one, a contemporary. Jalisco, I mentioned it again because, as I told you, I'm from Jalisco. That's where I dance the most. Another song, maybe I can play you this song. It's so cool about Guadalajara. I don't know if you heard it, but it's very cool. Mm, this song is called Guadalajara. It's a song named after Guadalajara. And you can sometime later you can look for that song if you like it. In Nayarit, as you remember, the first picture I showed you was Nayarit Coast Nayarit. And this is Nayarit, like the center. And Nayarit, this is also very strong. As I told you, the hands are in here. The skirts are supposed to go very, very big when you're dancing Nayarit. Some of the most specific or representative things of Nayarit, it's the turns, las vueltas. The women do a lot of turns, and you're supposed to create a flower. Se supone que es como una flor, the one you can show here. This is like a flower. The skirt creates a flower. La falda hace una flor. You know, here it's supposed to be a flower, and you make a lot of turns and turns and turns, and you don't fall. Vueltas y vueltas y vueltas, y ya no te caes. It's like the nice things about it. And men wear machetes. Los hombres usan machetes, and the thing about the men is like they are making tricks with the machetes and all of that. Okay, so this is very, very strong. It's one of the strongest dances in Mexico. I'll play you a song. Okay, I'll have to hurry up, right? Because then we will have more time for the questions. Oh, I'm about to finish. England. Okay, I went to England, part of a festival. It was called Billingham International Festival Folklore of World Dance. So it was very amazing because there were people from a lot of different places in the world. There were people from Russia, there were people from Chile, there were people from North Cyprus, from Egypt, from Korea, from other place. Mexico, of course, and some people from Africa, one place in Africa. Marruecos, no, no, sorry, no. Martinique. It's an island in Africa. So it was so beautiful. It was a very beautiful experience because you share your culture with other people from other places. So we were all dancing. We were sharing our culture, our typical dances, our typical costumes, and it was a very, very beautiful experience. I made a lot of friends there. I learned a lot about other people's cultures, dances. So it was a very amazing mixed. It was so cool. We were there in London. Dance has really opened me a lot of doors and given me opportunities, like this opportunity of going to London. So beautiful, London. It was my dream. Always, it was my dream going to London. So when I got the opportunity because of the ballet, oh, I was so happy. We were dancing there. My friends, my English friends, I made over there. I was sad when I came. I was a little sad because they were very nice with me. They were staff. People would help in the festival. They, that's why they have the cafes here. And I still talk with them. I am still in contact with them. Uh, Over there, we travel from England to Scotland. It's very close. It was just like we were in a place called Billingham, so it was like 3 hours away. We were in Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland, and here we were in a castle. Scotland is amazing because it's got castles. It's like if you're in a fairy tale in that place. And this was a castle in Scotland, very very beautiful. I never been in a castle before, and here we are all very very happy because we were there in our free day when we didn't dance. I was there in London. And I was there with one friend. He was from Korea, from South Korea, and I think it's just amazing. How can you meet people from places so far in the same festival? And of course, the English helped me a lot because of the English, I could make friends with everybody because I knew English. And well, that'll be all of my presentation. Thank you so much for your attention, everyone.
Yes, so likewise. Thank you very much for that, Diana. And it was just fantastic presentation. Um, I'm really happy that you were able to share this with us today. So, all right. So I'm going to let Juan or Ina go on with their question. All right. If you have any questions or comments, I'm going to let you guys go first, and then I'll go.
Okay. Yes, I have some questions. Okay. So, in this case, first, do you make your own dresses? For example, when you go to dance or something like that, do you buy the dresses or you make them?
No, I mean, the group has the dresses. They all have most of them. And when we are going to we're going to need new costumes. They send them to do with a costurera, with a dressmaker. But some things we make some of the things like the decorations, maybe some bells, cintos, tocados, what we put on our heads. Some of the accessories, we make some of the accessories, or sometimes we need to alter some of the costumes, alterarles, agarrarles un poco. We need to make like some alterations sometimes to the costumes or some decorations we make them, but most of it the hairdresser make them. Una costurera hace la mayoría. But we help with the decorations.
Okay. Okay. I have another question. Do you receive financial support or do they pay you all the things? For example, when you go to England, do you pay some, for example, the hotel, the airplane, or well, the flight, or something like that? Do the institution pay for all, or you give or they give you just a financial support?
Okay, very good question. Most of it, it's they give us most of the financial support. For example, when we went to England, we just had to pay the flight, but all the stands in there, all the trips in that country that we went to London, then went to Billingham to Edinburgh, come back to all of the transportation that we use in the country, everything that we eat, and the hotels and everything, and the trip and the like the little trip, los paseos, they were given to us. We only had to pay the flight. We had to pay the flight in that trip.
Okay. And the last question. Yes.
Yes.
What is the average time to practice the dances? For example, how much time do you practice? For example, 3 months, 2 months, or something like that.
Well, I think it depends a lot in the person, because some people, like, since they start, they show a lot of effort, and they go to practice like every day that there is a rehearsal. They go every day, and with those kind of people, I think it'll be like, in order for you to know, like, I think it could take you like maybe like a year, but for be able to dance less, like 4 months, but to be able to do it like well, if you practice and everything, like a year, I think only a year, but but you can start. I mean, you can start going, and you can even start dancing like 4 months. But I don't know like all of the steps, or that uh, like most of the dances, where you require like a year, because there are a lot of dances. Yes.
Okay. Thanks. That's
That,
my only 3 questions.
thanks to you. Thank you for participating.
Yes, thank you for your questions, Juan. Really appreciate them. I don't, Irina, do you have any? Would you like to make any questions or comments? All right. I believe your microphone is on mute in case you would like to say something. All right. All right. So if not, I will ask some questions then. So at what age did you start, Diana? Like, do you remember what age you started like dancing or having an interest in dancing?
Yeah, I was 7 years old.
Cool. So since you were 7, you have been active in the dance world. Okay.
Yeah,
So how long was the England event? How many years ago?
it was in 2016, in
Okay.
August 2016.
Ah, amazing. Could you tell us how old were you when you presented in England and in Scotland?
Yes, I was still 17. Yes, I was
Awesome.
still underage.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, just as a role model for young teenage girls, I mean, 17 and representing Mexico is just a fantastic thing to do to really have not only just in your curriculum but just in overall achievements. That's wonderful. All right. And what would you say is maybe for you, the most complicated part or aspect of being a dancer? Is there something that you consider, well, maybe a little bit tedious, a little bit hard? What can you say?
Well, mainly the responsibility, because it's a compromise. You cannot go in like one day, and then you feel like you have a party, or you want to go to the movies, or you just want to rest. When you already said, for example, in a presentation, that day is the presentation. When you said yes, I'll be in the presentation, you cannot miss rehearsals, because if you don't go, if a person doesn't go, then the choreography, you cannot do the choreography, or it's gonna be a problem with the choreography or changes. So it's like a responsibility that you take, and you get it like a lifestyle, that like, oh, I have this party, but okay, I'll get a little late because I need to go to rehearsal. So that's like one of the things, like the most difficult, because that you have to be committed. When you already said that you will be in a presentation, you need to go to the rehearsals. You cannot just miss them, and you need to like give up. Maybe you have a party at the same time. Sometimes you need to give up that party, that event with your friends or with your family because you have rehearsal. That's one of the things. Other thing, it's that sometimes, like I told you when we were recording this video, sometimes you are very tired, like your body feels really tired, and you need to continue till the presentation is finished. So that's like maybe some of the things that are challenging. Um, and what else? Mm, Sometimes it's a little bit when there's a presentation or a very important presentation coming, it's a little stressful because sometimes you need to get a lot of things in order. You need to get your costume, maybe your something, some of the accessory rib or something. So you need to take it with the hair make with the dressmaker. There are a lot of details with costumes, more in folklore because you wear a lot. You wear earrings, you wear necklaces, you wear mandil. A lot of stuff. So you need to be really careful with everything. Very careful, in order not to forget anything when you go. Yeah, you're ready to go your presentation. If you forget to take your fan, you are not going to be able to dance because you needed to make some of the steps or parts of the choreography or your rebozo. So it's a little bit stressful. Like remember, always check one and check twice and take everything. And sometimes it's a lot of stuff. I am with my portatraje, with my bags, with another all of the things I need to carry on. Sometimes it's a lot. So I think that will be like the difficult parts of being a dancer, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Well, I mean, I just think it's wonderful, and as you pointed out, yes, definitely. I mean, more than just a hobby, this is something that goes way beyond because it, as you mentioned, requires a high level of commitment. And I just agree that something like in your case, you're representing Jalisco, you're representing Mexico. I mean, there are some sacrifices that people do. In this case, you as a dancer, you have to do to really keep a high level of commitment and demonstrate, share the culture, show the word, and that requires commitments, that requires goals, a lot of things. So I can definitely understand and appreciate that. Just like maybe people who train for the Olympics or people who are professional athletes. So this is also in part your profession as well, and it requires such a great effort. So my next question is, well, what can you tell? Okay, maybe other young girls who are aspiring to be dancers. What is something that you can share with them? Any particular word of recommendation or something like that?
Well, I think just to do it with love. I mean, to enjoy everything, like every dance, every presentation, every rehearsal. Enjoy it because, well, at the end, in my case, I do it because I love dancing and I feel so happy when I'm doing it. So just like to enjoy, forget about all the rehearsals that you were tired. You forget about that your feet are hurting or whatever. When you are in the presentation, you forget everything. So if any girl loves that, I recommend to that they can enter in some group and enjoy it. Enjoy every time whatever they're doing. Enjoy it, and they won't feel tired maybe because they are enjoying everything.
Excellent. Very good. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that. So, is there any final thought that you would like to share with us today? And anything in particular that you think, well, maybe it's important and you would like to showcase that or, just share it here with us today?
First of all, I want to thank you so much for the invitation. I love it. And well, I just want to say that if you had the opportunity to learn about the folklore in shape, don't be afraid or don't be like scared. Some people is like, I would like to, but I don't know, I feel ashamed to go. No, if you really feel like doing something, try it. Try. If you don't like it, then you just won't do it anymore. But if you feel interested in something, and in this case in dance, go try and enjoy and investigate. If you like some of the music I show or pictures, investigate, look for the songs that I love them. I think it's beautiful, all the music we have in Mexico and customs, and try. Yes, that'll be what I can tell.
Brilliant. So, thank you so much. So, uh, we have just reached the end of our event. Thank you so much, Diana, for coming today and sharing this with us. I'm really sure, your family is proud. You're proud. Your students must be also very proud of you. The country as well, the state of Jalisco, for representing all of these folkloric dances. It's such a wonderful work. We wish you the very best. Thank you for coming onto this space, and
Thank
we
you.
wish you the very best in the rest of your dancing life and career. So thank you so much, and thank you to all who attended today's event. I hope you liked it, enjoyed it. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Remember to always be bilingual. Keep learning. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you so much to you, David. Bye, everyone. Thank you
Bye.
for the
Bye.
invitation and for
Sure.
all your kind words. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming here with us today.
Yes, of course.
Bye.